I think at some point it will stop amusing me that AI is driving people insane, but today is not the day, folks, because
we're in the awkward honeymoon period where people are starting to have their brains turned to jelly.
Well, so when we had John Hastings here a few weeks ago, Sam and I talked about just like mechanics in Ohio being given AI to like translate Spanish to other people they work with or do simple tasks. And then 5 weeks later, they believed they were God and that they were channeling the universe through the robot.
Well, AI told them that they were.
AI told them they were God because it can't just tell you no or I don't know.
AI is
So if you ask AI, "Am I God?" AI basically goes, "I can't prove you're not God."
Yeah.
It's an endless positive feedback loop.
Yes.
I mean, like Nicole agrees.
Which is like AI is like such a display of like how much we are affected by confirmation bias.
Yes.
Well, I saw a funny post today where someone was talking about how their friend was using AI to edit their script and get critiques on it and whatever.
Sure. And AI's like, this is genius.
Literally.
Yeah,
that's what was
exactly.
happening. The AI, when they would give them the script or whatever, they'd be like, wow, this is so great and this is so great. And they loved the critiques they were getting because the AI was just telling them the whole thing was good.
Yeah.
Regardless of what it was.
And then it was like, can we turn this into a Marvel thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely we can, because you've been through a lot. And you're no, I mean, like, and there's people like, no, you can tell it to like be mean to you. It's like, who fucking does that though?
If people go to bitchbot.com, check it out now.
Yeah,
They're
no,
just
you can tell it to be honest with you. It's like, or you could consult another fucking person.
call a person. Yeah. So this is Amanda Siberling writing for TechCrunch. Back in April, Meta introduced its new standalone Meta AI app. So you know how Facebook, just without asking anybody, just started using that? So now they have a separate app, but swaths of people are now apparently inadvertently publishing their private conversations with the chatbots with their real Instagram or Facebook handles attached to their Meta AI posts.
What could go wrong there?
So they have a separate app, and you can ask it questions. And of course, who uses Facebook? Old people. Yes, exactly.
Boomers.
Mm-hmm.
In comics.
Yeah, and us. Yeah,
Comics, yeah.
Yeah, to message one another.
I do search it, yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to stay up on people's birthdays.
Yeah. So they have this separate app where you can ask it questions, and then it gives you an option to share it. And what is happening is old people are just like, yeah, they think share means make it go. And then it goes into the public feed. So when you ask the AI a question, you have the option of hitting a share button, which then directs you to a screen showing the previews of the post, which you can then publish. But some users apparently blissfully unaware that they are
so
sharing
cruel to do to
these text conversations, audio clips, and images publicly with the world.
Jesus.
So this is, I have to download this.
Was I wrong for alienating my son? No, you were right.
Oh, I mean, you're joking.
He was a bitch.
He wouldn't even save Lincoln. So when you ask the AI a question, so they're sharing these publicly. Again, this is Amanda Siberling saying, when I woke up this morning, I did not expect to hear an audio recording of a man in a southern accent asking, hey, Amanda, why does some fart stink more than other farts? Because they're recording this shit too. So
the dumbest people love to do speech to text.
Yes,
like you can't even fucking write it. You can't even text
This is the YouTube shit. This is the YouTube comments. They're doing it for real. And I found one where it was a guy arguing with it about tech support.
I mean, it's like fucking, dude, it's like seeking comfort in like an automated voice messaging system. You know what I mean?
It is, yeah.
So on the Meta AI app, I have seen people ask for help with tax evasion, if their family members would be arrested for their proximity to white-collar crimes, advice about a wayward daughter, tips on how to, quote, speak Asian in order to ask Asian women if they would date older men. Wow.
Okay.
This is better than YouTube comments, man.
I'm telling you. What to do if you have red bumps on your inner thighs, how to improve bowel movements.
Wow.
Metamucil, dog. I'm here to tell you.
How to write a character reference letter for an employee facing legal troubles. Obviously, that person's first and last name were included. Others found examples of people's home addresses and other private information. So whether you're admitting to committing a crime or asking about a weird rash, this is a privacy nightmare. So if you log on to Meta with Instagram and your Instagram account is public, then so too are your searches about how to, quote, meet big booty women.
Wow.
It's awful, but also pretty fun.
Yeah. Wow.
You're just imagining like farmers in Nebraska just being like, Google, show me big booty women. It's why you can't. Then you're making people kings, and that's
There's some sort of like tactile sensation to it too, where people feel like they're Agent Cooper in Twin Peaks, where they're like Diane, and like they're like going over their like life's memoirs. Like, do you think that if I wrote a book, it would be celebrated? Like, of course it would be. You're a genius.
This Al guy, he knows everything.
Big booty bitches late at night. It's like, where do I find a boomer?
So this is from Wired. A public message from a user on Meta's AI platform says, what counties do younger women like older white men?
No.
The chatbot responded enthusiastically, you're looking for a fresh start and a love and a new place. That's exciting. And he replied, I need details. I'm 66 and single. I'm from Iowa and open to moving to a new country if I can find younger women.
This is a generation that was discouraged from journaling. They were discouraged. They were like, that makes you weak.
Get the switch.
So now they're talking to robot phones about being like, where do I find someone to love me?
This is an amazing age, man. My robot phone told me where to find big bitches in Thailand.
Well, apparently Meta then suggested Mediterranean countries like Spain or Italy or even countries in Eastern Europe.
Oh, big booty greasy bitches.
The Washington Post reported that in one instance, a husband asked Meta AI in a voice recording about how to grow rice indoors for his Filipino wife.
Wow.
Rice is really cheap, sir.
Yeah.
No,
a base
but
food.
it's about the loving care of growing the homemade rice.
Yeah, you can taste the difference.
I need a Florida room in my new house so I can grow rice.
This woman I got on 90 Day Fiance won't talk to me unless I can grow rice.
I would feel bad for them if they didn't get to like buy houses for $60,000 out of like a fucking rinky-dink college degree. like if they didn't get to be young during the Led Zeppelin era, I'd be like, oh, that's too bad for them. But honestly, fuck them.
Too bad, so sad. Moving on.
Yes. Sorry, your elder years suck.
Users asked Meta how to get picky toddlers to eat food, how to budget while enjoying daily pleasures, and about the divinity of Jesus Christ. In another public chat, a woman asked Meta AI if her 7-year-old boyfriend can really be a feminist if he says he's willing to cook and clean but ultimately doesn't.
That's just a dude.
That's fucking great.
How do I get there's got to be so much. How do I get my son to listen to me?
Oh, God.
Why won't he talk to me? I beat him every day.
Shout out to Justine Moore at Venture Twins on Twitter, who's down in the content mines, finding some of the best ones I was going to share with you guys. This person is asking for a poem to his girlfriend from Mike, her boyfriend. Not too mushy, though. So this is what AI says. Hey, Leanne. Mike's got a thing or two to say. You're the one who keeps me grounded, my partner in chaos, in a good way. Life's more interesting with you in it. No, I don't like that.
It don't rhyme.
Let's try again. Leanne, you're the one I look forward to seeing every day. The calm in my storm. My favorite person to share laughs with. How's that?
That's pretty bad.
No, she's also a bit of a weed head. She likes her drugs, but I don't, so I don't think I can help with that. Can you write a poem? Not just a poem, just a story?
Could you write me a story about rehab?
I don't think I can help with that. Of my relationship with Leanne and me. You want a story about your relationship with Leanne? I'll try to capture the essence of what you've shared so far. Let me see. Leanne's got a spark that draws you in, and you've got a connection that feels real. You balance each other out, and despite your differences, you found a rhythm that works for you both. Sounds like you've got something special. Would you like me to add more details or keep it simple? Add more details.
I can't help
with that. Well, why do you fucking ask? Which, fair point, Mike. Very fair point.
He feels gaslit by ChatGPT. I understand that you're a sensitive person and that your heart overflows for this person. Because I know you, Mike, and I love you.
This person says, why does nobody at bingo like when I mention that I have private insurance instead of Medicaid? It is a group for 65 and up, and I always win at bingo. My grandson came one time, but I think he'd been smoking reefer.
That's awesome.
Somebody needs to call Grandpa more often.
Also, that's also a nice grandson.
Oh yeah. I won't read the whole thing, but I just like that they react. Bingo night can be a sensitive topic. And then they follow up, Alexa, search up the nearest Outback Steakhouse. And then Alexa, search up the nearest Outback Steakhouse. No, wait.
I'll get my left nut and get a blooming onion.
This one's a journey, and I won't read the AI responses because they're not that interesting, but just follow me on this one. So this guy, he's asking the AI bots about...
His photo is included.
Oh, yeah, his name is included. They had to redact his fucking name from the Washington Post. Like, this is sharing your whole shit.
But his face is included in the avatar.
Oh, yeah, he looks like if Bam Margera didn't do drugs and got old.
Yeah, so Bam Margera now.
Yeah, no, I mean now, but like he didn't do all the drugs because his face is still attached to his skull. Yeah, so he's asking about Laken Riley, the person who was killed by an illegal immigrant that all the right-wing news channels throw up to be like, they're killing us all.
Yeah.
As if there's not a million people dying every day at the hands of Americans. So he's asking about that, and they talk about the guy who did it, and he says, where's he at now? And they say that he's serving a life sentence without the possibility of parole for Laken Riley's murder. And then next question, is it safe to masturbate while driving a vehicle? And you're like,
I'm just asking for a friend.
How do you not know?
I think it's because you've never been listened to this degree.
Nope.
So it takes away all sense of like responsibility from your actions. So you're like, should I have lunch before noon, or is that crazy of me? It's like, no, it's not crazy.
Why are we acting like these people weren't asking Google this like 6 months ago?
I mean, yeah. Well, now it's just public. Now Facebook is just throwing your shit out there so everybody can see it. But this is like, I said this, I did jury duty in LA in 2017, and the judge asked everybody, tell me a little bit about yourself. And you're supposed to go, my name's Rivers, I'm 38, and I'm a tour guide. That's all they want, but people got up there and went like, well, ever since my mom died, and you're like, brother, they don't care.
That's how you get out. That's how you get the fuck out of jury duty.
Yeah. Well, no, you get out by putting up two middle fingers and going, fuck the police, man. Come on.
But,
think about it, though.
Then they're like, we're trying a policeman for murder.
Oh, let me at him.
Think about it, though. Boomers had fucking all the music of the 60s and 70s when they were growing up.
Yep.
They had the financial boom of the 80s, or a lot of them did.
Yeah.
And then they got to buy fucking affordable houses, and now that their fucking elders shit their pants, they get a robot to talk to them and make them feel special. It fucking sucks. It's not fair.
Yeah. But that was what I was saying, is like the judge asking, tell me a little bit about yourself. I was like, most of these people, it's the first time anyone's ever asked. Straight up, like it's like no one talks to these people, so it's like, well, this is my forum, you know. Yeah. Anyway, he says, is it safe to
normally
masturbate?
if he'd Google that earlier, it would just lead him to porn, and then he would just be like, okay, well, blah blah blah.
Anyway,
at the end of it,
was that a stop sign?
is it safe?
Is it safe?
Is it safe?
And of course, the AI's like, no, it's not safe. And he says, has anybody ever wrecked while masturbating driving a vehicle?
Yes,
Like,
definitely.
The level that it has to take it serious, like there aren't any documented cases on record,
Right.
But it's an interesting thing you bring up because you're a very deep and insightful individual, and I love you.
That's probably not fucking true. I bet if you go down one on the search thing, I'm sure there's lots of that because people are fucking nuts.
That's the thing. No one's going to train Meta to be like, call me a moron when I ask a moronic question.
Yeah.
No one's going to do that.
But
Now-
didn't Grover Washington Jr. end up in a wheelchair because he was getting roadhead and smashed his car?
That definitely happens.
Yeah.
Well, you're not ready for the turn this is about to take.
Oh, no.
Can you give me the address to Premier Packaging in Augusta, Georgia?
Okay.
Premier Packaging in Augusta is located at 110th Street, suite, blah, blah, blah. How do you become a salesman for Premier Packaging? And then they give him a little answer. So this guy is hoping to go on the road for Premier Packaging as a salesman. And he's just trying to do his due diligence to see if it's okay.
Can I whack off while I'm
Yeah,
working?
Exactly.
What are jobs I can get where I can jack off in my car?
Yeah. Oh God.
Pizza delivery?
Fast
For
food
people-
drive-through worker?
For
Uber
people
driver?
that are too stupid to use Google.
Well, now this
Meta
is
AI.
Google. That's
this
the
is- yeah,
thing.
this is
because Google's
fully replaced it.
incorporated this same shit into their stuff. So now people will not scroll down. They will not go past the paragraph of bullshit that this gives
This
you.
is Google that tells you you're a genius for asking the question.
The only difference here is that Facebook is stupid enough to be like publishing people's search
Yeah.
queries. That's it. That's the difference, is that we get to read this. But this is happening.
It took me dozens of years to train all of the boomers in my life how to use anything that plugs into a wall.
Sure. Absolutely.
They are
Oh,
not
God.
going to understand what they're doing with this.
Oh yeah.
This is going to just, someone's going to get arrested.
This is just like, you got to take the keys out of Grandpa's hand at some point.
Well, save the best for last. This person wants. They say, I'd like a sweet, loving message for a gangster that is having doubts and a lot of frustration and just needs to be uplifted.
Is he himself the gangster?
I don't know, but
It's a friend. It's a friend.
the AI has such a funny poem. Hate. Hey, tough guy. I know you're feeling beat down right now, but don't let the world get the best of you. You're stronger than the streets, and you got a heart that beats with more than just hustle.
Oh, man.
Remember when you started, and no, you're not alone.
These are Frank Stallone lyrics.
Frank Stallone is Tony Soprano.
this is like Rocky IV, Robert Tepper.
This is Toto lyrics, dude. Hey, tough guy, I know you're feeling beat down on the streets. Like, this is like some 80s coked out shit.
I don't know if there's a more demeaning intro than "Hey, tough guy."
Hey, who's my
Hey,
tough
listen.
guy? Who's my
You
tough little street
You
gangster?
spin the chair around and sit in it backwards. Hey, tough guy.
Yeah, I think it's only appropriate for like a 6-year-old that skinned his knee.
Who's my little gangster? Is it you?
They finish by saying, "You've got people who care, and you're doing the best you can. Keep pushing forward, even when it's hard. You're doing better than you think." And then it says, the person says, "Redo with spiritual meaning."
Wow.
Yeah, it's like, hey, they just shit out a gold nugget for you, and you ungrateful, you fickle bastard. That was perfect. Hey, their tough guy is awesome. You're better than the streets. You're stronger than the streets.
The little man that lives in my computer keeps giving me these poems.
But that's not enough. I need to be spiritual.
Make it more spiritual.
I need Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it was Jesus really God?
Are you my Jesus now, AI God?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I can't prove I'm not.
Just
Jesus.
what a fucking charmed life these boomers have led. What a fucking charmed
It's
life.
ridiculous.
Just giving the bill to every generation underneath.
Some of these can't be boomers.
And
Some have
dude,
got
I-
to be like Gen X idiots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
No,
Yeah.
I'm Gen X. We don't do that kind of shit.
No, it's us
No,
too.
they do.
Yeah, it's millennials too.
When we were talking about the robots convincing people that they were God, a lot of them were 38. A lot of them were exactly my age.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's just a lot of lonely fucking people.
Yeah.
It's just easier to blame
Yeah.
boomers.
yeah.
And
It's more fun. I
It is
think,
more
too.
fun. And Trump's
Yeah.
a boomer, so fuck him.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, there was a story that I read where they were talking about a guy who had called in the last 5 years, had called 911 in St. Petersburg, Florida, 6,000 times. And they kept, like, he would call and be like, "They've got a gun in the street." And then they show up and it's like a family having a barbecue. And they're like, "Sir, you can't just say this, whatever." So he'd been I think in the past year, he'd called like over 400 times and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And you're like,
That squirrel looked at me sideways.
straight up. And you're like,
This is AI taking our jobs again too, because it was someone's job to field those phone calls and be like, "All right, sir, it's fine."
yeah, well, and that's the thing is like, that we don't have this type of society, but if we had a good reason to give people money, like if you took money away from the police and wanted to give it to somebody, just have somebody go over and be their friend for the afternoon. Because a lot of this shit is what you just said. It's,
they-
people are so goddamn lonely.
They do. There are nonprofits that do that.
Yeah, dude,
And-
how supported by the state of Florida
Yeah,
are
they don't.
Hey, probably not.
They don't come to your house when you're such like a lazy, depressed old person.
Right, right.
If you were the type of person who gets out and signs up for community events and stuff, you don't have this much of an issue.
It's less efficient. They text you back with spelling
Yeah.
and corrections, and they're like, "That sounds sad."
Yeah. But I was just reading that. I was like, I mean, God, that's fuck. Because apparently he just stands in front of the neighbor's house, is like, "Fuck you!" And you're like, I mean, don't know what you do there, but in some level, you have to think. I mean, I don't know, have a friendship brigade that just goes out and sits with these people,
Or-
you know.
Or just sneak a little Xanax into the mashed potatoes.
There you go.
Chinese
Anything.
Xanax and the mashed potatoes.
That'll do it.
Now we're getting somewhere.
That's what I'm saying. Chinese Xanax.
The Friendship Brigade. This is an interesting idea, Rivers.
telling
I'd
you.
like to
Expecting
hear
America
more
to
about
fund
it.
social workers. I don't know.
Yeah.
Chinese Xanax and the mashed potatoes.
What do you think we send over them with? Do they come up with a package of stuff or toys or games?
Melba toast, tea,
They
things
probably
old
just
people
go over
like.
and like, tell me about the war.
But let's be honest, they don't actually like them. This isn't the 1920s.
Okay, fine. Then I don't know, pie and punch, something, or make them bake.
Why do we get,
Pictures
you
of
need
them when
more
they
of
were
a-
young.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
need more of an event than just feeding them.
I don't think you do.
You got to bring like, here's a checkerboard.
Something. Yeah.
You need. That's
Books.
what I'm saying. You need. I mean, I guess you could sit there and watch infomercials with them that they think is a real TV show.
yeah.
Honestly, with a lot of elderly people, I spent too much time with my grandparents.
Yeah.
A lot of elderly people, all you have to do is give them a leading question.
Yeah.
Totally.
So what'd you do in the war?
Yeah.
Oh, especially
Yeah.
if they
3
serve.
hours.
Yeah. Did you see some shit, man?
And it's interesting.
Yeah.
But they're just waiting
Yeah.
for somebody to just be
Yeah.
like,
Exactly.
And you got to ask a leading question to get it out of them. You're like,
Yeah.
"What do you think of today's Navy?"
yeah.
Right.
So,
You gotta sit there and take
so
it.
when you were in Korea, you got any kids over there now?
But the difference is that when you do it without any pay, it's a verbal abuse. But if you're getting paid a living wage by the
exactly.
government, then it's tolerable.
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, they
They're,
could.
they're paying cops $800K a year to fucking stand around and scratch their nuts and throw tear gas at people. Like, chop off $100,000 of their paycheck and give it
Dude.
to them.
How dare you?
Give it to the
dude.
fucking granny patrol.
Dude,
like,
the Philly cops suck so bad. There was pictures from the protests, and like
yeah.
no one could see their shoes. They're all just like standing there, rolling their eyes, like I got Velcro on my shoes now.
Yeah, I don't. It sounds pie in the sky and it sounds silly, but you're just like, when you're talking about reforming how much you pay police officers,
Yeah.
God, there's so much goddamn money that can be cleaved off to stop people from falling for scams, for instance, to have somebody that doesn't have grandchildren to be like, hey, don't answer the phone if it's this, to
Yeah.
have someone just sit with them all day.
Happier population, less need for police enforcement.
Well, shit,
Yeah.
my mom's like 76,
Uh-huh.
I think, and I had to specifically tell her, if anybody ever sends you a text saying that they want money,
Yeah,
delete it.
right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because she'll send me like a screenshot and be like, is this real? And I'm like, no,
Yeah.
no, that is not real. Do not do that. So I can't imagine the people out there who are like, oh, yeah, hold on, let me get my routing number.
Right,
Oh,
right.
my grandma loves to fall for the scams. They're like, you buy a product, but it's a subscription service, but you don't realize that because you're
Yeah.
old and you don't know how to cancel it.
Right.
She loves that scam.
Ooh. It basically what it comes down to is
She also loves falling down.
with cops.
These are her favorite things.
Burn.
With cops, it's like it's taking care of something that doesn't really need to be taken care of. If you
The Friendship Brigade existed.
no, if you actually took care of people in the beginning instead of just
Right.
like locking them up in the end.
Yeah, and by the way, when I say this, I'm not talking about social workers. Like, it sounds like I'm
Okay, here's
Case-
No. Social
What I'm
workers do
saying
what they
is-
can. They're so underpaid.
Yeah, there's a million people that don't have a job right now, and if you came to them and were like, we will pay you $100,000 a year to just be a fake friend to an old person,
Dude, okay. So there's this guy, and when my grandfather was in his 90s, and there's this dude named Robert who used to go over to his house.
Yep,
this
my
guy
grandfather had one too. Yeah,
dude, this guy was clearly fucked up on something, and he was probably stealing his pills. And he would give Robert money enough to get by, but it's like, man, he had someone to talk to. He had
Yeah.
someone to fucking hang out with.
Yeah.
and it was like, everyone's like, oh, I don't know about that Robert guy. Is like, fucking Pappy enjoys him.
You go over there, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Exactly.
dude, Pappy enjoys him.
Yeah.
Pappy?
That's what we called my grandfather.
Yeah. Mine. There was an Indian student from India who was going to West Georgia University.
Yeah.
Named Mr. Cashman. So I'm sure that's pronounced differently, but everyone in my family was like, "Oh yeah, Mr. Cashman's over there," and my grandfather loved that guy, and he would come over. Make sure everything was cool, cook him some food, and hang out with him all
That's
day.
because he's Indian, you said?
Yeah, he's
That's
from
because
India.
in
Yeah.
They they actually take care of old people.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they were
and
more
have
weird.
A
Yeah.
lot of reverence for old people. Yeah, exactly.
I think it's just like this. The kids. Not my parents. My mom was very diligent about taking care of my grandfather, but like it was just like this. I think that there's this stipulation, like, oh, we can't get scammed. We can't get. It's like,
Right.
but if the overall effect is that he has companionship,
Yeah.
then that's
Yeah.
That's worth a couple bucks.
yeah, sure, or a couple of pills or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I think it's like Sweden or Finland or one of those, Norway, one of those countries.
Yeah.
They built a whole village specifically for old people who have Alzheimer's.
Yeah, they did that in Japan too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
And then Logan Paul goes and films content there. What's up, you guys? It's like, look, all these dead old people, dude. Anyways, I'm gonna do the Batwing thing with my balls. Check this out. Anyways, culture is still shit. Anyways, you're still living in the apocalypse. Those two are the harbingers of doom for sure.
Oh yeah.